Right, welcome everyone to the artificial intelligence class. Um, those on WhatsApp group, kindly tell your friends to join. All right, before we begin, I once again welcome everyone. Artificial intelligence is an interesting course, and so if you are enrolled in it, you have to do it with passion. During this course, we are going to learn a lot of things, which is going to open your mind, open your eyes to the world of artificial intelligence. The intelligence of the world, how mankind is able to put knowledge or is able to put a thinkable ability to non humans. As we've all noticed, we have applications which are very intelligent, such as Siri and the rest. Siri,
Mm.
as you can all hear, we have a lot of applications. We have automated cars and a whole lot.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Before we start, we are going to watch a very short video on artificial intelligence. Then we kick from that point. Make sure your audio is set and you can hear everything. All right, let's start.
In the Intelligent World 2030, digital government adapts to people's livelihoods. A dynamic and multi-dimensional labor force, blending human insight with robotics, AI, and more, becomes a key factor in production. People's focus shifts beyond material wealth, and digital means achieve digital equity and fairness, as well as taking control of the metabolism, the very health of the earth. New connectivity, new computing, new platform, new ecosystem. These build the foundation of the Intelligent World 2030. New connectivity, 5G-based communications technologies enable ubiquitous connectivity and all-domain perception. New computing, from silicon computing to
Hello, come again.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello, sir.
yes,
I
I
was
can
saying
hear
that
you.
I can't hear the sound well.
Oh, okay.
Hello,
Check,
sir.
check your connectivity. Is
Okay.
anyone not hearing the sound?
Yes, please, we can hear, but it's really breaking.
It's
Yes, that's
breaking.
the same thing. That's the same thing I'm also having.
All
I can
right.
hear, but it's breaking.
Okay. Okay. Let me. All right, let's try this too and see. If you can't hear, let me know and I'll try a different method too.
In the Intelligent World 2030,
Can you hear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
digital government adapts to people's livelihoods. A dynamic and multidimensional labor force, blending human insight with robotics, AI, and more, becomes a key factor in production. People's focus shifts beyond material wealth, and digital means achieve digital equity and fairness, as well as taking control of the metabolism, the very health of the earth. New connectivity, new computing, new platform, new ecosystem. These build the foundation of the Intelligent World 2030. New connectivity, 5G-based communications technologies enable ubiquitous connectivity and all-domain perception. New computing, from silicon computing to optical computing and quantum computing, from all-flash to DNA storage. An open computing ecosystem enables pervasive intelligence. New platform. The ongoing accumulation of industry experience into a converged digital platform, which can be inherited, ultimately enabling digital innovation in all industries. New ecosystem. The SAPO-based collaborative ecosystem provides more comprehensive customer-oriented commercial solutions. Welcome to the Intelligent World 2030. Intelligent, green, and resolutely people-oriented.
All right, thank you for watching the video. That was a quick introduction to artificial intelligence, and all what the video is trying to sum up is to show you the basic of what you are coming to learn, what you've actually put your feet into, and what you should actually expect and anticipate. Artificial intelligence is very broad, and so you will do a lot of research, a lot of experimenting and reading around. And should we go deeper, I might introduce you to the programming language called Python for you to learn a bit of machine learning. All right, so let's start. Any questions so far before we start? All right, so artificial intelligence. Does anyone in this class has any idea about artificial intelligence? Probably you've heard it somewhere, you have a different mindset about this thing. You can share with us before we begin. Okay, let's start very quick. When we talk about artificial intelligence, it's all about making non-humans think like humans. In fact, you as a human being, you are an intelligent being. And so you want to, or you would like to make things work or do the things you do that stresses you most. Most factories uses AI to perform their things because AI will make it very cost effective, and the accuracy of performing will be far better as compared to human. The ability of these machines able to rationalize or able to undertake actions without being supervised, or the ability of these machines able to mimic what humans can do, they are all subset of artificial intelligence. It's very broad, and so we have a lot to cover. Let's dive into artificial intelligence. The human mind is actually very complex. It processes a lot of things within seconds. This is what we humans we sat down and we actually want to transfer it to non-humans, because the thing, that's the robotics or the app or any or the car you want it to move by itself, they are all artificial intelligence. They don't have any brains. Now you train them. Those in the data science class would understand this. As I was teaching, I told them the data you provide to these machines will make the machine work very well. So you give a data, you take a machine, your intention to train that machine to act like you, the human being. So, for example, let's take automated car, like the vehicle that can move by themselves. You, as an AI expert, you train that vehicle with data. For example, now, let me give you a very simple example you can say you all have seen. I guess most of you have used a paraphrasing tool before. Paraphrase, to paraphrase your work one way or the other. Now, every paraphrase tool is backed by artificial intelligence. So you go your Killbot or any paraphrase tool you can find, either the one in my folder space or any paraphrase tool you come across, it uses artificial intelligence. Now, how? Now, the programmers actually train this app, exposing more text to this app. So before you go there and paste your work, that system has already been trained, feed with with such tests. So automatically when you put it there, it determines the patterns. Now, artificial intelligence uses something called patterns. What do I mean by patterns? Those who have done biology, you can remember that. All right, sorry, my network. My network was bad, so I had to. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Yeah. So I was telling you guys about a paraphrase too. Now, every paraphrase tool on the internet you've used before is backed by artificial intelligence. Have you actually wondered how, when you put your text or your work in that paraphrase box and you click on paraphrase, app automatically, hello, is anyone talking? All right. The app automatically rearranges and changes the synonyms, the words, the arrangement for you. Actually, have you analyzed that? Well, maybe you didn't know about that, but as AI students, from now, you should be knowing it, that every paraphrase tool you visit is backed by artificial intelligence. That app is intelligent. It has already been trained with the tests, all the tests, the sentences. So whenever you post your work, it checks for patterns, then it detects or it predicts that these words will match whatever you are looking for. Now, I was speaking about patterns. Patterns, I was saying those who did biology, you realize the human brain is made up of neurons, small networks in the mind. Those mind, when it comes to the machines, we call them patterns. It's sort of interconnections. Every artificial intelligent machine has a pattern that it uses. Now, the huge amount of data you feed that machine, that data will be used to predict any future occurrence or events. For example, if you give a picture of a human being to a machine to train a machine, now you tell the machine, you will say, look, machine, this object I'm giving you, I'm naming it human. Now it has two legs, like 2 feet standing on. Whenever you see such objects, it's called human. So you realize whenever automated car, and I talk about automated car, vehicles that can move by themselves without any aid, whenever it gets to zebra crossing and sees human crossing, it will stop because it has been trained that with that object is a human, and so it should stop. If you, as the agent or the person who trained it, didn't use that object, whenever the car sees the human or something, it will just move over that person. It won't stop. So it all depends on you. Even though these machines are very intelligent, but you are the one that feeds it, that trains it. It doesn't automatically think as the way you might seem it's working. No, it's humans that feeds it. And the more it trains, the more it becomes intelligence. Thus, we call it artificial intelligence. That's a man-made intelligence. Any questions so far?
No, please.
All right. Now, whenever we talk about artificial intelligence, most people think about robots, and it's obvious. Robots are part of artificial intelligence, but we have a very broad part of artificial intelligence. We can see a lot in movies, a lot. But artificial intelligence, it's actually making something non-human act like a human being. So basically, robotics is part of artificial intelligence. So as an AI student, that mindset that artificial intelligence it's robots, you should pass over it. Robots is part of artificial intelligence. Because if you tell me artificial intelligence is robot, then I might ask you, is Siri a robot? Because Siri is artificial intelligence. Siri is not a robot. Siri is someone's voice that has been trained to the app, that has been trained to the words, to the English words. So whenever to the word or to the language that you select. So you see, whenever you pick Siri, all what Siri is looking for are words. You cannot do signs, use your fingers to do signs to Siri. No. All what Siri wants from you to make it work is words because it has been trained with words. Siri. So you see, Siri is waiting for me to tell it something. And whatever I'm saying, Siri is right typing it. After typing it, it.
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
All right, thank you, Siri.
Problem.
Right. Siri is expecting words from you because it has been trained with words. Automated car is expecting an object because it has been trained with objects. Now, paraphrasing too is expecting words or text from you because it has been trained with text. All these machines have been trained with certain data sets that makes it work. That's the word or the phrase artificial intelligence. Now we are moving to something very important here. Actually in my class, everyone, whenever you start, you need to take a sheet and a pencil to be jotting down some vital points you might need along the way. So if you don't have one, kindly get one to jot down some vital points. They are very important. Okay, now one vital point we are moving to is algorithm. Algorithm. Now, algorithm is one of the pillar, the most one of the most basic pillars in artificial intelligence. What do I mean by algorithm? Now, the step-by-step way of doing something is termed algorithm. Note, the step-by-step way of doing something or performing an action is called an algorithm. For example, you want to post something on Facebook, on your Facebook account. Now, the first thing you must do is to type or to open the Facebook app using either your browser or the app. That's the first step. Second step, you must log in with your details. That's the second step. Third step, Facebook will verify or will authenticate the details you've entered before you've been given access to your page. Now you see, that means before you can actually get to your own page on Facebook, you have to actually go through about 4 processes or 4 steps before you can actually get to your Facebook page and post whatever you want to post. Now, those steps are called algorithm. It is the step by step way of solving a problem. Now, why do I mean that it's one of the most important pillars in artificial intelligence? Before the machine, you tell the machine, for example, automated car to perform something or to train the automated car, there have to be some certain instructions being given to the machine. You can't just go and give a data set, data to the machine and say, okay, look, data, mimic, okay, look, machine, mimic this data and produce a perfect result as a human being. You can't do that. Everything we do in artificial intelligence is a step by step way because the machine is not intelligent as you. All right. Now, I'll tell my machine, let's say I'm building a robot. Now, I'll tell my robot before I begin, I'll tell my robots, whenever you have to start something, to begin something, initiate. Initiate means start. Start means In other terms, you can say boot. Note, you cannot use Siri whilst your phone is off. Right. So that's my first step. Machine, make sure you are alive or you've not been shut down. My first step. Now, whenever you have to play a role, make sure the role you are playing, you have a trace in you or you have a data in you which you can mimic. If you have, proceed. If you don't have, reject that operation. So you realize when you say something to Siri and Siri doesn't get it or Siri types the thing and compares it with what it has and doesn't have it, it will ask you try again because what you provided to Siri is not part of the data that has been fed to Siri. Artificial intelligence, it's about algorithm, the step by step way of doing things. Because as a human being, as an intelligent being, you are training something which is not intelligent as you to act in your replacement. All right, any questions so far? Okay, now let's dive into some history of artificial intelligence. Then we move on to the four basic key points in artificial intelligence. Now, there was this man, actually, most says he's the father of artificial intelligence. He's called Alan Turing in 1950. So as you all can see here, less than a decade after breaking the Nazi encryption machine Enigma and helping the Allied forces win World War II, mathematician Alan Turing changed history a second time with a simple question: can machines think? This question brought artificial intelligence. Okay, Turing's paper, Computing Machinery and Intelligence, and its subsequent Turing test established the fundamental goal and vision of artificial intelligence. Now, what is artificial intelligence at its core, the very core of artificial intelligence? It's a branch of computer science that aims to answer Turing's question in the affirmative. It is the endeavor to replicate or simulate human intelligence in machines. As I already explained, you are trying to simulate human intelligence in a non-human or a machine. The expansive goal of artificial intelligence has given rise to many questions and debates. So much that no singular definition of the field is universally accepted. The major limitation in defining AI as simply building machines that are intelligent, building machines that can mimic human intelligence, is that it doesn't actually explain what artificial intelligence is. What makes a machine intelligent? All right. Today I'm having very network problems. But we will manage. Actually, we have less than a minute to go and come back and join the class. But before that, let's continue. Okay. Now, I will be sending you textbooks, reading materials for you to be going through and be noting things down. All right. Now, take these key points very well. These are the four key points in artificial intelligence. The robot you build. All right, let's continue. Now, as I said, note these four key points down. The robot you build, the automated car you use, everything that's in